off the blocks. 4, 3, 2, Uganda and the rest of the world. Welcome back to the third session, fourth session, second day of the 2026 Uganda National Swimming Championship, brought to you by Uganda Aquatics. This afternoon, for our viewers this afternoon, we have 100 meters breaststroke, we have the 4x50 meters freestyle, and this is how we are running our 2026 Uganda Aquatics National Swimming Championship, brought to you by Uganda Aquatics alongside our partners Aquatics. In this event, we're going to select the national team that's going to select athletes are going to represent Uganda in the 2026 Africa Aquatics Zone 3, and this shall be hosted right here at Kampala Parents in Kampala. You need to remember, for the viewers online, you need to remember that Uganda is currently ranking #1. In the past 4 editions of Africa Aquatics Zone 3, we've not had any country get on top of us. Uganda's swimming has really changed. If I take you back, 2014 was the first time we had Africa. We hosted different countries here in Kampala. We hosted countries like South Africa, Kenya, Egypt, Algeria. We were all here and they were taking part in the Zone 3 and 4. So we moved on and decided to have Zone 3 separate. Currently, Zone 3 has 12 countries, including Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Somalia, Eritrea, Djibouti, and DRC. And we are sitting on top. We've been sitting on top of this championship, of this competition, the past 4 editions. We last hosted in Kampala in 2021. We took the top position. 2022, 2023. Last year we were in Nairobi at Kasarani doing a long course. We still finished on top, and we now dived into masters swimming. Now what we have to do in the national championship, we are going to select a team from these athletes that are going to represent Uganda as we get into hosting the championship. Besides that, in this event, we've had, I told you earlier as we're getting into the break, that we've had multiple amazing performances, including 11-year-old, 12-year-old Christian Bwisho. He is the GOAT for 11-12 boys currently. For the girls, the medals have been going left and right, east and west. The 13-14, every event Abdul Hakim enters, he's finishing on top. Just like the girls, most of the events Zara is getting in, she is finishing on top. So when you dive into 15-16 for the girls, Altena brought in Krisa. We have multiple swimmers from different countries that are swimming in different clubs in Kampala. When they get back to their home countries, they swim for their different clubs in their home country. Dolphins brought in Andrew. You saw him taking part in the 50 meters butterfly, finishing in the silver position. Altena has Krisa. There are lots of other international based athletes like Abdul Kimsek. I've told you about him. He's in 13-14 of Gators, and Dolphins still, they've been able to bring back Kaumitendo. He's a scholarship holder. He's currently the fastest Ugandan. In fact, I've had a chat with him during the lunch break, and he told me over the weekend on Sunday, all he's looking up to is 22, anything 22, that's his goal. Besides that, what's interesting, this was going to make the race interesting. Mukalazi Tendo is, I would say, in the past 3-4 years, he's been the finest, Ugandan athlete. I think since 2021, when we went to Africa Senior in Ghana, he's been sitting on top of Ugandan swimming. Jesse Sengonzi came in along the way, but we know Jesse is a master in butterfly. So in the freestyles, it's been Tendo Mukalazi until recently, 2 months ago, where Kaomi Tendo in Hungary went in and did another sub 22.6, if I'm not mistaken, which is a new national record. But what's going to be interesting, it is going to be Tendo Mukalazi versus Tendo Kaomi. Of course, I'm not saying other swimmers are not going to swim, but it's going to be a competition to watch. So if you're online there and you're still in Kampala, I'm waiting to see you here for the weekend on Sunday. It's going to be massive. Everybody in the arena is having a lot of fun. My biggest race to watch, Sunday afternoon, 50 freestyle. Kaomi Tendo versus Mukalazi Tendo. I don't care about which clubs they're coming from. It is about the 2 big stars this country has in freestyle versus the other. Now, this afternoon, we're going to dive into 100 meters breaststroke. It's going to be the only individual race event that we're having. And we shall close the day with the 4 by 50 meters freestyle. We had the 4 by 50 medley yesterday. Yesterday's medley, really, the last remark I can remind you about is Ethan Sengova, who dived in for the final leg of Gators. He dived in close to 15 meters behind. And I know a lot happened there, really, but he is my finest for that 4 by 50 medley. I didn't have a chance to split his 50, but gating that 15-meter mark and brings it down into Singaba Muade 5 meters extra. I think it is going to sit on top. So tonight, as we're winding up, we shall have a 4 by 50 and wait for the 50 meters freestyle. Now, back in the water today, or back in the field today, I would like to take the moment and invite the officials to report on deck, and we dive direct into the 100 meters breaststroke. Keep online, keep watching. Uganda Aquatics, a lot of fun still coming. We're just diving into halfway of the championship. Officials, we may now report. And in the water right now, we're having the first hit. Just to bring you up to speed from lane 1 all through to the other lanes to lane 8. We have a Tisubila, Eliana Bates, Black Panther. We have an 80. Comfort Benitz from Jaguar, Kayundo, Hawa, Hozi. While Lucimbia Bishai Mara Aquatics to K. Jenny 6, Makoaki, Chiemba Karima, lane 6. And she is currently leading the pack coming into the final 25 meters. Eliana Beth Kaboguzaklo in the outer lane has a few meters to chase just behind where these young two girls from Aussie Praise. There's a lot of support coming out for lane number 1. Eliana Beth, just 10 years of age. She's a 2:03.51. She will be diving into the water to give us the fast starting splits of this 200 meters breaststroke. She's out with a stunning 1:47. Girls clear the port. We're diving into heat number 2. See how the guys going to heat 2. And good. Bungs. We're diving to heat number 2. This is heat number 2. So 100 meters breaststroke, starting out from lane number 1 all through to lane number 8. The Dolphins are seated Nanuzi. Robert is a 1:56. We have a 1:47 as the current top time that we started with from the previous heat. Past 25. We're sitting out Pretty Pearl Altars. She is 1:58. She's a 1:58. Singing for Otters. $158 for Otters. Halfway meter mark. We have a 49. We have a 49. All the girls are sitting in some pretty amazing shape here. Torpedo is sitting alternate number 6, Matanda Elsie. Hits it. Oh my goodness, look at this brilliant, amazing glidings, continuous turnover all through. I think there is a good breaststroke that's going to develop into from this young girl coming out in 8. She will be out to the 1:43. So we have 1:43 is the current top split ahead of heat number 3. Let's see what we have in 3. hit. Diving into hit 3. See what we are having. Up to hit number 3, it's the third one. Uganda Aquatics seeds Uganda Josephine 150. We have 143 as the fastest of the time. It's been some a good breaststroke. This is the last breaststroke that we're having in the championship. It's another good start coming out with a light breeze, the best of Friends of Water. We're now having to start to taste of what Friends of Water has. One of the those new young upcoming clubs, Friends of Water, lane number 8, but Aquatic Academy seeds host now. She's a 154. First half, we have a 49 host now, hanging in. Uganda Aquatics, Uganda Josephine, Megan Homos are outers, 150. There is a lot for 90-minute road. Aquatic Academy, she entered 153. Has quite a lot to catch up yet. These girls keeping that head every time they're breathing. No pressure. It's a 116.35. Good streamline. One butterfly kick now, building out to the final couple of meters. Sharon, a vision for Africa. It's guy in the blue cap in 6. Hosna fades away in 8 in 7. And 8 Friends of Water trying to build as well in this closing stage. We had a 43 and these girls will still be close to that out to the 42. And we're going to dive into the final heat. So we have a sub 42, nobody going faster. That is, in fact, this 142 sits as the fourth best time. We have Aya Adams, not the best of the breaststroke. Namuga Blazing for her goal will just be to bring her past no 134. She's recently down. But the 10 under 50, so 100 meters breaststroke is a 132.75. Namuga Blazing will try to bring that down. Let's see how we shall have in the final stage. We're diving into hit. We're diving into hit number 4. Hundreds of meters breaststroke. This is the final hit. So 100 meters breaststroke starting on Namuga Blazing. For her expectation was to try and bring this down for stage 25. A beautiful underwater pull out 6 meters 19.75. Somebody some time back told me Namuga Blazing will soon make a record, but this whole country will struggle to bring down. But the national age group is sitting on a 132, Blazing is on a 42. It leaves her slightly under 35. If she wants to go and bring down this 42, this 134, she needs to dive into the wall lower than 1. Ocean is a 1. Let me see. 106. She's sitting on an L5. We may have that 25 alone was a 22. So L5 give her 127. If she gives us another 22, Namuga Blazing. Let's see how it's going to look like. Final 10 meters. The rest of the other girls in the second position. Amara, so Adams is out. She won't even get onto the podium. Shona Sozo also strikes back, blazing out with a 30.6. That is 1.8 faster than what Natalie Dinora gave us last year. That's a 1:40. Namga blazing last year was our silver medalist. Now comes into strike on top of the whole field.
Event number 67, heat 2, lane 2, disqualified.
We are going to dive into the Bugsy text. We're going to dive into the boys 10 and under 4 heats. It's the last individual event of the session, the 100 meters breaststroke. Meters breaststroke hit in Bailey. Good underwater, so that gotta be Elias. Yes, it is. Starting out strictly at the good underwater, about lane 3. Yarding. Garanzi Joshua, and he has the 2-0 in the fastest splits. This year in the 50 in the 100 meters breaststroke. Want to see how we are looking this year in the 100 breaststroke. However, in the water we have Gators building through. I hope these two boys, 3 and 7, will be able to hold on to much special lane 3. He will need to have that third 25 with a strong and slightly much longer glide if he wants to stay on top of the field. Otherwise, may have something else change. Jaguar not looking bad at all, out in 8. But I think among the youngest sits for lane number 7, the Gators, and final 25, 124. Gators, he's been able to hold the whole pack. It will be Gators to have the full start. All the boys at the top 3, 4, 5 boys will be under 200. We're starting with a 155, 154. .55 is the current magic number. 200 meters breaststroke. 4 lanes of the ball. Liam Bossa starts slightly ahead of the pack. Question is, can he stay on top? There's a good nice squeezing glide coming out in Maui Samuel. First 25, we have a 21.9. At this stage of the breaststroke, you want to just concentrate on the distance per stroke. It's 10 years and under. You can watch it's coming out of 7. It's coming out of 7. final 25 meters, 50.21. And starting to be now. Aiden Ayini has got some to do. Liam Boss are still holding it. Gideon Mosigwa, Otas, 152. Let's have the final 25, just like I told you, Amawi Samuel is utilizing good glide into the wall, and Liam starts to activate, switch the gear, and Kwaaki pulls out with 7. Raniel, 158, also 8 years. The two 8-year-olds are carrying on the whole pack. Into the, just going to be a Tyson who gets to the wall first. It'll be Kwaaki out to the 144. It's a 45.99.
Event 68, Heat 1, Lane 1, DQ.
Building again, we're going to number 3, Regala Gold Shields. I think this is going to be Gold Shields to set up. Sakatindo, Uganda Aquatics 147, okay. Jaguar, Shids and Bandula Kalon 148, not bad. Moazi Evan, Savannah Daniel. Boys doing 5 in 4, first 25 as expected. We got Abigara Baaba. Dolphins Evan 47-8. Need to have slightly stronger recovery, so you dive into a streamline, and from the outside lane, Tajio Rahman, Vision for Africa. Dived out with a 47. It's going to be another Aquatics to have, so Vision for Africa to have full control over this 100. The boys previously finished at a sub 46. Seeing how we are unveiling our new splits, the final 10 meters. We should have the first one to go under 45. Not just that, but to go under 40 actually. And we build out with a 47 for this 137. Currently sits as the third best time in the country for the 10 and under this year. In the past 6 months, this year, that it has been swum as the fastest.
Event 68, Heat 2, Lane 1, disqualified.
We're going to dive into hit number 4, Tamale Zion, the 50-meter butterfly champion, will come back here to try and challenge the 100 meters breaststroke. In the ranking, currently Zion sits on top 33, ahead of Apollo Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a 35, but entered with a 34.82. But the fastest is from this year is a 35.2.5. Isaac Gabe will come back. Now this is the time to see if Isaac can count these guys up. Isaac went to 134 at the beginning of the year. The 50 breaststroke champion, what can he deliver in this? He's in lane 3. The 50 butterfly champion is in lane 4. The 100-meter backstroke champion is in lane 6. Who is going to sit on top of the 50 breaststroke championship? Breaststroke, totally different. It will be Zion among the few athletes that can sit up on every single stroke. So definitely the 100-meter IM will be a sweet one for him. Look at the catch. The hands holding in lane number 5. Jeremiah holding, and you can see the distance per stroke. Looking beautiful. The backstroke champion is out of this. He will let the boys go. And Sato for delivering ring points to the team. Sengendo Harvey, another 8-year-old, sits out 147. He's the youngest in this 100 breaststroke final. The knees a little out, but that is something to build. Sengendo Harvey. But for Tamale Zion, 107. He's gone and nobody gonna challenge him. The game will be on for the 3rd position. What can Isaac do? Just had it shot. It's not that thing. Isaac is currently building his butterfly. He is getting challenged in his own stroke. Ntende Kendrick, selfish, challenging Gabe for the touch. In the 100 bronze, it's just gonna be hundreds. Yes, you just what was such an interesting finish. Isaac Gabe 36.71 in 3rd. Apollo Jeremiah went 33. It's faster than what he's swam this year. And Tender Kendrick, good splits, finishes 4th. Off to the girls. 11-12, we shall have 4 hits. And the boys 4 hits. And we start to climb up. Remember, we have exciting relays somewhere along the way, followed by 50 freestyle relays. Hundreds breaststroke. This is the first of 4 of the girls. I hope glasses don't get to distort Samantha. I have not seen them tight enough. She may probably be filled in with water in the eyes, and it will be one big challenge for her. She's a 143 in this 100 breaststroke. Samantha in lane number 4. Bakung Samantha continues to hold the whole pack. With this thing alongside Jaguars Comfort Bernice. Fast 50, Bernice on control with 46. Comfort Bernice currently sits number 26 in the time swam this year. There is a lot to do for Sima, selfish. Sima is sitting in 7. Bernice is gone. Final 25. That's a 26 for that 50. 1:11:12. Let's see what we shall have in the final closing stage. It's 1:11. That's the current 75-meter mark. Bakungu Samantha in trouble. Out Comfort Bernice. She will be the leader of this 100 breaststroke, and we are starting with a sub 140. Bakungu 40.19, 40.87. Black Panther seems to be having the best of the support, and in this they're going to sit in late number 5. The rest of the other supporters, I think, they're starting to get displaced a little bit. Black Panther is sitting on top of this. Na hii soko like. It was Jaguar. The Black Panther video. Marlon Komabela, Vision for Africa is in 8. Black Panther season Antongo Michelle, working very deliver. Kishi deliver 140. Dolphin Seda Theo Allison. Uganda Aquatics, Gabriel Elona, Aquatic Academy, Jordan Kemigisha. Start. Michelle slightly at the back, and she covered up that gap again. Wasn't the best of the start. Fast 25, we have a 21. Beautiful in the water, beautiful pull out. Oh, Michelle. It's Valeria Nelson that had it slow off the start. Powerful recovery and controlled one coming out from actually Elena, the 200 backstroke champion, sits in lane 7. Final 25, 44.70. Beautiful underwater. The gliders, powerful recovery, sitting Amaru Sonia. We should be diving back to the final 50. And we have the final 20 meters, 15 meters. Shell Black Panther starting to fade away now, ranking 4th. It is the 200 backstroke champion to split out on top, sitting at a sub 135 as the fastest of the splits. .45 current top splits, and that sits in the third last heat. And 145 currently sits in the 9th position. Audrey currently ranks number 9 in the country in the 100 breaststroke, 11-12. Should be assuming in lane number 3. Now Tabi Dinora will come in the outer lane, the final heat. I'm waiting to see Dinora be sitting as the best of the breaststroke. Breaststroke is her primary stroke. Girls, take your seats. Huh?
Event 69, Heat 2, Lane 3 and Lane 5, DQ.
So currently Nima sits in lane number 6. Navagala Adriana 145. Yesterday's 50 breaststroke for the 11 to 12 girls. Adriana, hi, Okay, so currently Nima sits in Second name starting the 39.72 in the fourth position. She delivered the 100 breaststroke. She was in 10 and under. Breaststroke was always a primary event. Faster 50 meters. We have a beautiful, powerful, strong recovery coming out. So 2:41. Milondo Pariti. Milondo finished 7th alongside Gianna. They both went to 40.29. 7 overall. And I think she is sitting much better position. Okay, Adriana finished with the 41.19 in the 10th position, but Pretty, as expected, he will be ahead 1:05. The first 7 to the ahead of the final 25 meters. Audrey breaststroke, her last shot saw her powering very strong 50 butterfly. You can see she's trying to build up. She entered with a 1:45, but Melinda Pretty will be on top with a 29. And that's the current first one to go under 1:40. So we have a 1:29, and 1:29 sits as the third best time swam this year, home here. 1:29. I think we have two girls that have swum at a 29 ahead of the final heat. The current top time this year is a 1:25.70, and it's the same entry time for Mushla sitting middle in Hyundai Albana, the decent breaststroker. She is a 1:27.45 this year, though she entered with a 1:26.75. Yeah, sits with the butterflies to the breaststroke 1:30. This year she's this 30.56 has been the third base, but we have two girls all the summer at 1:29.
Event 69, hit 3. Event 69, hit 3, lane 3, DQ.
Mufuna Mpola. Roger. Mpola ali mu notes. Ali mu notes. Mubadde mutya. This is the final one. Panther has later seen the altar lane. Alternate seeds with Leo. Now turns the Mosha. The base of the final is Mosha. I think she will finalize her 11-12 age group as the most balanced. She will join on my list. She will have joined Mayusuke Elijah, developing young athletes that are balanced. Breaststroke is always against the 200 meters IM. But in the water, it is the 3 in 1 in 3 and 4. Nakata Hana Akinatan's Mishila has a 1:25.70 as the fastest she swam this year, and the 50 breaststroke was a 37.54. Just to look through the nag for the girls, 11-12 100 breaststroke sits with a 1:19.77 by Mbanga Zara. Now the gap is starting to open up between the three swimmers, Liora, Moshra, alongside Alba, 1:26. The top two will have a chance to sit on Team Uganda for Zone 3, but remember we have some other splits being swum. We have a 25, so they need to be under 25 if they want to have the priority spots. We have 229s. This is a 25, 225, so the first and out with late number 6, 28. Diving to the girls, 13, 14 should be having, so 11, 12 boys still have foul. Off to 100 meters, a breaststroke. And now diving into the breaststroke, we're starting to have a feel for the Dolphins. Second bit Ruben, lane 3. So Wari is your best of sales for 11, 12, fast 25, 19, 3, 6. The national top time this year, Christian Brayshaw 1:16. And out as a 42-32. So Dolphins, it's going to be Ruben, Theodore. So is starting to build up lane number 2, number 1077 fall. And the 107 well. We gave these if they entered at a 42. And they're out at a 34, 6 faster than a 134, 6 in the top 10. We're just through hit one, so the rest of the other boys are going to have the pressure getting high. We have 34. We're going to hit number 2. Into Kimbe Jethro Aquatics rolls in 6, 141. Aquatics Samaganda Mohan 148.55. Powerful recovery from Ugaba Tendo, Black Panther. But you don't want to out this tight right now. It needs to, and the hips are staying on the surface in lane 1, so he can definitely increase on how much time he's spending the glide, so you can save for the final 25. You don't want to go out and you can't control the 525. At a half-a meter mark, Aquatics sits 43. Samaganda Mohan We have a 36 currently, which ranks in the 10th position, 10th time swamp this year, but we're just in the second heat. And you see what I told you about Rugaba starting to fatigue, and we may have a different closing ranking. Kaingo Casting may come back here for Aussie praise. And you can see now Rugaba is starting to fade away. But it's good. He's trying to continue pushing in that streak, but he needed to have a different game plan, have a strong glide. You don't want him to go out. He's fading away. Have a 132.60. 32 will be putting these guys still on top 10. We're going to dive to number 3.
Disqualification. Event 70. Hit 2, lane 2.
100 breaststroke starting out as Uganda Aquatics. Hey, it's a good. He has opened up with an 18.6. And Gators Sidbury Kaya. It's a 134. Berikaya is a 34. First half we have a 41. The boys top splits. We know Christian will come in, and Christian sits on a 16. That's the fastest he has gone this year. But the boys fastest 100 breaststroke. The 11-12 is sitting on his. Yes, he's at 16.5.9. Finally 25. Boys will be out. 114 leaves them with 11, and they've been going that 25 and 24, so they'll be out with close to 10 seconds apart, up to 127.28. Rugaba Alpha is starting to build up in the closing stage. The rest of the other boys are faded away, but also the second and third position, they have pressure rolling out. The outer 2 lanes, they have a 29, first one to go, and 20 under 30. Is the first one to go under 30 in this 100 breaststroke. So 129, final heat will be coming out. The 29 sits in number 4 currently. The next one, only 4 boys can get quicker than that. Salim Malachi Christian to chase the 16, which is sitting as the national age group, 16.59. We're up to the final one. The top 3 will come out of this for the 11th of Christian Buisho. He is the fastest in every single, apart from the 50 butterfly with Shen Mujenyi, who's swimming in lane 5, took the 50 fly, so we shall wait for them over the weekend. 100 meters butterfly, but Christian Buisho comes back for the breaststroke. Yesterday, his breaststroke, I think, was sitting on a 32, if I am not mistaken. He went down with a sub 32, sorry, 34.16. First 50 is a 35.9. So he's a 34, 35.9. 36 does not cost him anything. The question is, can he continue holding a beautiful DP ace? We're going out to the final 25 meters. 55.78. That leaves him with enough time to last around. So that leaves him with 21, and that 25 was 19. So we are definitely having another one down for Christian. Mine. Oh my. By a few hundreds. He had a 1:16. And he's just brought it down with to a 1:15.90. That's a new national age group. All done, Christian. Another one to his name. 4 races, 3 golds, 3 national age group records, 1 silver. Counting how it looks like. Back to the girls now. Mugisha Shona, this is 14. 2 from Uganda Aquatics, 1 from Dolphins. Dolphins said Davide Jehan. Kembaba Zikeli for Jaguar in the middle lane. Davide Jehan starts ahead alongside teammate Rotendo. 1:43. Foster 25. Dolphins will sit up with 20.12. Be coming back. Beautiful pull out. Holding. Strong recovery, but continues to squeeze in. There is no pressure seeming in 5. I just maintain to have the DPS in check at all time. Out for the final 25, final 50 meters, 44.23. 13-14 is the Majid Rotendo. This year ranks 22. 43-0. But that 25 was a 24. So she will come back at 32-33, and 132 will be number 12. That's Bavidie. Continues to now switch the turnover, switch the gear out into the 43. T3 now diving to 2. Hots Meyer 14 now, 139. Uganda Aquatics in 8, Fayurus 141. Kondi Gators 140.20. Karisha Komugisha Gators. First half is a 119. How they that first time is a 19. 9. Sorry, the 134, but you have two more hits to go after this one. Amara Adele, 100 breaststroke. She leads with over 5 meters. A good streamline comes out, just 5 meters out. The good underwater is coming out of Kadra. They've got to be Kadra. Rolling in lane number 5, but now it's time to switch the gear. Adele checks the brave to the sides to see if there's anybody closer, but I'm pretty sure after the time she'll be able to see where Kadra is. Final 25 meters, that's the 24.108. Kadra's underwater's very impressive in 5. You see she covers all the distance. Adele goes 2 strokes, Kadra holds 1, so it'll be much more effective in the 200, but Adele will continue to extend those hands, dive into the wall, closing in as the top of the split with a 133.10. Nakati's out. I think she's the one in 8, and this is the second last. Legend Siobhan Jaguar. Siobhan has been doing pretty well, but in the 100 breaststroke this year, the best she's gone is a 32 and sits number 12. Pinda Reja amid the middle lane, just ranks a few hundreds ahead of Siobhan. Leading the pack, Nazua Francesca ranks number 8, 128.58. Coming into the first 50s. Francesca are not going to pull down. 40. Final 100 should be at a 26. So she'll have the first one under 130. She's going to be under 130. As you know, Siobhan's starting to build, and you can see how strong, how powerful she's trying to push those hands in 6. Pina Reja keeps the head low. She doesn't want to lift so high. Siobhan is coming high, but with the powerful recovery, Pina Reja keeps low. But with a continuous turnover, beautiful underwater coming out here. The pressure is on. Siobhan starting to take an advantage. Two girls holding on to the same pace. Now it will be about who has longer hands. Pina Reja will have those longer stretched out hands. Who times the last stroke into the wall. So 28. Siobhan, beautiful finish, 30. So we have a 128. Francesca sitting on top as the fastest split. So we're going to dive into the final one. The greatest 400 breaststroke. Uganda's gift will be sitting in lane 4. She is just a blessing to Ugandan age group swimming. Currently sits as a still. She is a former national record holder for this same event. Currently sitting on a 7:10.72, but Zara's fastest this year has been a 7:10.84. 85, so 18.85. So anything can get down this afternoon. Will be the first one. Will be the second one for the breaststroke after Christian. Don't see nobody gets close. Gliders, good start. Muganzi Tyre, backstroke specialist, butterfly champion, 6 and 7. But for Tyre, currently in this breaststroke, she is number 5. Opolot Gabriela, most improved in the past 1 month for the 13-14. Every single race been a surprise. She did a very beautiful finish in the 200 breaststroke, but Zara starts out ahead of the pack very powerfully alongside Hadley. Zara from Jaguar starts out with a 46.8. Hadley out to a 37.1. Beautiful underwater coming up from Crystal. Sorry, Michaela. But it's Hadley trying to chase through. Gabby's out of this 100. It is now the two girls. But the goats will take the top. That 25 was a 57. Leaves her with only 19 to swim to be able to bring down the 117 that's been sitting on top. Peyton is a 117.72. It's just going to be a touch for the second, separate the second and the third, but Zara will be out with an 18. Ringo Clinton sits for Starling, 133, 14 years of age. Ezra Gumagitas 132.93, Sidin Sejindo Arsenal Halls with 130.153. Top times Akio Jaguar sits in lane for 130.50. Top fastest times from this year. The boys 13.14. Isga Elijah is a 116. In fact, we have two 116. Elijah Isga 16.06 and then 16.81 from Subaga Alpha Imara Aquatics. And these boys, the fastest has a 130. I think today is just going to be trying to pull and bring down their splits. Leading the park will be Aussie Praise. Kayungo Kyle, Aussie Praise will be the first one to go ahead. Go Seals. That's it, Yumbi Rafa. Going into the final 25 on the splits here. We are sitting on a 105.59. And starting to change the gears. This final surge, just one down, and we got three more for the boys. We are starting with sub 27.4. It's the beginning splits for the 200. Going to dive in with hit number 2, but we have started with a 27.4. I have to have a second one. A Black Panther, Sam Walton. Now these are things that he does, the breaststroke. It's 25, we got a 19.6. Beautiful underwater Sanford William. The 50 butterfly bronze medalist now sits ahead of the park in the breaststroke. And lane number 6 for heat number 2, fast 50, 37.1. Beautiful underwaters, and the gap just keeps increasing. Sanford William from Altona. A Black Panther Sam Walton holding himself in the second. Gates has seated Patricia Noel 128.37 by Obey William. I think he's mastered the art of the pull outs. Will lead the pack. Be the first one to go, and 20 to close in with 117. William is the fastest he's gone. He had a 129, just brought it down to a 117. That's pretty quick. Baystroke looks better. I think the 200 iron will not be a problem now for him. Gonna dive into the second last heat. We have interesting events coming in. We have the 4x50 freestyles. It's going to make or get the oil. That's 250. ufuna mpola. Jordan Musoki comes back for selfish in 3. Kakuru Samuel top time 122. William has a 117. Let's see how he's going to look like. Beautiful underwater coming up from Manuel freestyle. Manuel Semanda. Musoki, I think he's starting to transition into breaststrokes. His freestyles were not looking as strong as how the breaststrokes are built up right now. See, he starts ahead of the field. Sales. So Ali Israel or faster 50. It's okay. And Sales, sorry, 47-7. So William Harder 47-7. Now see what comes in the final stage. The turnover is looking beautiful for lane 2. The head stays low. It doesn't go back deep. So the body stays in just very small little box. Has advantage, disadvantage. Advantage. You don't spend quite a lot in that turnover. It's a 20.97. Continues to hold the underwaters. William was on a 17. See, these boys are going to be slightly outside to dive up with a sub, probably 20. William sits up, and the second fastest time is a 120 now. They moved out to the 20. We have just one more. So the 117 sits in the top 5, top 10 this year. Multiple guys holding 17s.
David. Disqualification. Event 72. Hit 3. Lane 4.
Carrying this is the final. They're still building 100 breaststroke. We're climbing up to the finish. Yes, Elijah, as expected, he topped the 200 breaststrokes. The breaststroke sits on top. Few guys get to challenge him. Sek, only one that would challenge him. 34-3-7. So I'll say his pending primary event to be the 200 IM. If I have to pick top events for Elijah, I would pick 200 breaststroke, 100 breaststroke, and a 200 IM. The rest of the other events, he will let them for the other boys. A beautiful haul out, coming out 9 meters out. He timed at a 53. His splits were holding on 19. He has no competition. Even though his speed is closing back. He chose to slow down into the wall at 1:13. It's 1:13. This is just at the age of the current Nag, which sits with a 1:13.24. He may have got it. Let's see for the official results. He may have got it 13.24.
Disqualification. Event 72. Hit 4. Lane 5.
The girls take your seats. uh, uh-uh. Right. We're doing 100 meters. You know what's the morning? 100 meters breaststroke. It's starting 15-16. Only 3 heats are in and up for grab. In heat 1, Lee Alton and Latiakoga Black Panther Wandera out in 6. Aquatic Academy, Uganda Aquatics, and fast start. Black Panther out 1:43. You could know what is taking it light. Let's say alongside Allah Sophie for Selfish 1:42.62. Final 25, that is a 13. The boys finished with a 1:13 final stage. And we shall be out on the wall or either 1:49. Building on Uganda Aquatics just painted the pole. 3 Namirimo Noela in 7 Atime Match Late. Is in 4 Nakintu Jemima. Is in 5 Black Panther Atime Abigail. We have a 36 or 39. Good underwater coming out. The team Match Late 136 for a team breaststroke 100. Primary Kevin Sonia. Altona rolls out in lane number 3. Out Aki Yatuka Abigail 140. We have a 43 9-1 for the first 50. Returning back to close into the final 50 meters. To be Mara Aquatics to paint the top position for this one. Altona sitting in the mid is there. Aki holds out in 1. Gators. Gabi Miley holds out in lane number 2 with a good turnover. Final 25 meters. A team athlete is gone. The pressure onto the second and third finisher in this heat. Remember, this is 2 of 3. Out to the wall. We now have a sub 33. Sitting as the second best. We're going to dive to the final heats. 1G Current Seeds on top of the 124 Businja Angela at her best. 100 breaststroke. Abigail comes disappointed after the last 50 of that 200 breaststroke. What's there up for delivering the 100 breaststroke? Teresa, she is the queen for this. And off to the final hit. 1 from Dolphin, Teresa. 2 from Altona. 1 from Altona, Aquatic Academy. And 1 into Bosenja Angela in 3. Leading the pack, fast 25. We got an 18. Teresa building this. Angela, what can Karen do? Can we have something different? Karen is having those hands stretched out as far as possible. No pressure. She knows where she can get the girls, the middle of the girls. It will be after the final turn, once they start to fatigue a bit. But I don't think these girls are going to do that. With Sinja Angela is starting to switch it there. Now to the second gear. And after the turn, the turnover will be different. The stroke rate will be different. Can Angela come back? Can Karen come back? It is Teresa and Abigail to chase for the 100 breaststroke. Teresa looks like she's fatiguing. Abigail chasing out through. She's going to be attached to separate the two. There's Abigail and Teresa. Abigail from Altona and Teresa from Dolphins. I think Teresa will be up with a 1:22.76 and Abigail 22.86. Sinja Angela in with a 25.19. Wachimuyomba anange twabandi wano bannange bankole waddira muno zonna tujja zigira Off to the boys, 15-16. Starting a selfish, Kwadu Jethi. Jethro, 28. We have only 4 hits. We're building up a selfish Kwadu Jethro. Will be the leader of this to Maine. He sends with Bethel. And out onto the final 50. For the 50 breaststroke, top time on the entry, Kawaisa Jonathan, 1:11. So wait and see what we shall have in the final stage. Hundreds, final 25, Kwadu Jethro. Off to final cup. Anya Kaba into the wall. 129 mukuzumuti anya kavide mu kirosho waiguru oli. Kye kigenda maaso bannange. Nange. Hey. Mama Lisa. Ma Peterson. Huh? Okay, just 3 to go. Oh, 100 meters breaststroke, Jaguar Coil, 124.03, first 25, 118, 118, Wamala Ma, 124.58. Wamala is, right now he's behind the curtain. He will wait for 200s fly, and then the curtain will be all drawn. 20.48 as Gators. Wandere Jovin, Omala Elijah, Rose in 3, the 200 butterfly specialist. We expect him to be on top of the game tomorrow. He is now leading the pack. We just have a better lane turn at a 101. It is Wamala from Altona. And then number 3 leading the pack at his worst 23. And off to the second one. So have a 23 sitting up. Elijah is a 16. 23 sits number 16 this year currently. Yambuza okola ebintu bino ebintu meko omulundi gumu wabadde kyofaayo ki? Okay. Sharp start here. Andre Joshua Arcelin. He's a 50 freestyle specialist. Ooh la! Good start. Okisa Elijah. One big challenge with Adi. Imagine he was in the water. Olimba. Last 50. Okisa Elijah currently in the 100 meters for the 15-16. Okisa Elijah sits number 7. Adriel sits number 10. And Elijah starts to make the move away after those underwaters. Adriel starting to fatigue. Out to lane number 2, Paulo Elijah. Paulo Elijah, Silver Fane Academy. So, hey, what did she? Aquatics. Final 25-54. Is Paulo. Adi trying to hang on to for Dolphins. It is Shadrach in 5. That will be Mukisa Elijah to bring down. Told you he ranks number 7. Just finished with a 114. 114 pulls him down to the second. 1 and 2. Elijah in 14 and Adi in 18. Adriel was a 120, 118 puts him number 9. He was number 10. Diving into the final heat, the gold up here in 4, 111.13. A time to chase. A seating on a 09.82 by Rukundo 2 years back. Can we have a nag here? He didn't start at his best, but what's to deliver for 100 breaststroke alongside coach, the 2 breaststroke gold medalist. Can we have Isaiah Cooch bring the 109? Is it to be the current gold to bring the 109? Coach is sitting really on top of Kawais this time round. Might be Coach is here outside in the presence, the absence of Peterson and Rukundo, who moved to the 17. Isaiah Cooch having another shine. Reminds me what he looked like in 2024 when he topped all the 13 he swam in the national championship. Kawaisa is in a lot of trouble. In fact, his executor Peyton building out. This is going to be a good swim for Peyton. He's diving out into the final 25. No doubt Coach will sit on top. Now eyes onto the nag. The nag sits on an 09. Rukundo Daniel will come out. He is the champion for 200 breaststroke, but his record is up for grab. He's just 5 meters away. The stroke rate is loosening up. Like, does he get it? I think it was just the finish where this young man delayed a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to have a new nag. He finished at 110.96. It's the last 10 meters. The last 10 meters that costed him. We're diving to the 17 up now. Only 2 swimmers, 3 hits. Then we start the drama of the evening. We should be able to do these relays at exactly 1600. Everybody will be leaving this place, but we're going to have some sprint swimming. Exactly. Diving to the big girls. Sari, no, Magola Morin. 100 4 lanes of the pole. Plus 25, placing out with 20.3. Have a final 50. The girls are sitting on a 45. So 40. I'm going to dive out to the final 50. I know 25, sorry. So senior girls, Magoba starting to fatigue a bit. Kaitesi 14. Final stage of this year. Kaitesi now 100 breast stroke ranks number 9. Seeing how it's gonna look. That should be closing out with 40.1. We're off to heat 2. This is number 2. We have a 40. All the starting splits. Katana, Anisha. Gliders, fly and breaststroke key events. Now what's to deliver for these 100? So Hindu, Aquatic Academy 32. Karen Anui Charity Dorin. Beatrice 46. Gabi 46. Beautiful pull out from Anisha. Keeps that head level tight ship breathing. She's not spending a lot of time up. In fact, that helps her keep the whole body balanced as well. You can see the hips continue to just slightly stay right on the surface. So top 3 girls are sitting in really good positions. That 50 alone, we're sitting at sub 41, 40. So now Anisha, and the gap just gonna keep building. We had Blazing out at 45. Anisha was on a 40. Belquist on 44. Finally Kiati. I think Kiati needed to switch the turnover just a little bit for this 100, because you know she has the conditioning. It's not a problem for her. Final 25 meters. Kiati definitely could try and build onto the second position. Where do you see our 200 butterfly tomorrow? Should be in that. And Bear quits. Final meters, we have 40, 28. Other girls are sitting on 45. So Pedro Gabia Riela out to the 41. Head of the last one. This is the last one, Magusha Kala. She results to this 100 breaststroke. She's also a great breaststroker. She just did a fantastic 50 butterfly this morning. The competition will be between lane 2, lane 5, and lane 4. Hausi Tara finished in the bronze. Swagia sat in the second, just like behind Chirawa, the 50 breaststroke earlier yesterday. Logo Chloe just brought the first bronze to Makerere University. Now up for the 200 for the 100 breaststroke. 4 lanes of the port. See what she's going to look like. Gisha Kala, building up in that 100 breaststroke, fast 50. Swagger was sitting 37, Hosna 8, Tara 41, Kala 40. Beautiful underwater coming up from Tara. Can she build at the final stage? It is the two again coming back from Gators. They start up for the 200 breaststroke, 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And the 200 last evening, we had Swaggy shooting top 2 golds in the 150 breaststroke. Husna hangs on, and she has a lot of support from the crowd. So out with a 20.29. Husna 23. Carla 25. Chloe just lead off at the final stage. And we have the boys. This is in the boys, it's Kyle's last moment. And of course the 200 IM from Torpedo. And I'll be waiting to see what he will look like, but let's have heat number 1. Dealing with the boys now. Ooh, that's a good underwater. Melinda Wales Aquatic Academy. Building Solitary Aquatic Academy. It's the 2 boys from Aquatic. Starlings, Masiko, JC. What's up for Starling? First 50, we sit on a 48. And off to time to the final 25. It's the boys from Aquatic Academy from full control 58.17. And shall be coming up to the final 5 minutes. Papa goes out here. 119.50. Oh, 19.50. Philip 130. Nakuwa interview wangu. We are still at it. This is the second heat for the 100 meters breaststroke. 119.6. Good underwater. Pull out. Starts Manga Raphael 1910. Manga Raphael is a 47. Back at the pack, Dolphins. I know it's 25 meters. Raphael 57. 1-8. Alongside Dolphins, Kiwagama Kian. Raphael takes a breath on Kian. He's chasing the position here. They're going to be Kian. I've always said 1-18-5-9. If there was a chance, he would have pulled his leg under the water. And going off to the second last. Kyle Lugonjo. This is the second last for the session. It's 100 breaststroke, the second last heat. Kyle Gongia comes back for. I think Kyle has really worked for Panther greatly well. Magola Brain McCary starts to head of the park alongside Kigundo Omeka Aquatic Academy, Panther all the time. Retire Benjamin Gators. 1-12. What will Benjamin drilled David? Benjamin driving through to the first half of the poll. You may think the boys are trailing a 50. First 50. Oh goodness. Let's see what's going to look like at the last stage. First 50. The boys were sitting on a 32. Benjamin Lutaya, 32-15. Building up in the final stage. Kigundo Omeka is starting to fade away. It's Lutaya. And the boys will be turning out on a 49-6. Final 25. Notice Benjamin Lutaya building. He is chasing time. Good underwater from Ethani Sengoba. See the pressure is pumping on. Kigundo Omeka building up in the final stage. Will be Benjamin to outtouch the whole pack with a 107. That is close to where our national records looks like. And it's the final one. We're going to be the champion this year for 100 meters breaststroke. The current fastest time, Chimuli Kyle's 107. Waiting on what's going to look like. It's going to be about the gold. It's not about the record. Fingers on the cameras, silence. The lips are closed. Fingers on the camera, eyes on the pole. Topic Kyle. He didn't have the best of the starts. What's up for him this 100? Uganda, silence for the start. Fingers on your cameras. This is the final 100 breaststroke. We are missing out on Sunlight Jordan and these breaststrokes. What do we have? Aziku Ian, former national record holder. Chimuli Trevor, reigning breaststroke champion. Himoli Kyle, Rukundo Daniel, national financial record holder. Let's see, they have all tasted the feel of sitting on top of the breaststroke. Fanny Larry, Uganda Aquatics 107. He needs to go under 30 if he's trying to. He's on a 30 flat. It's a good space to be in. Ian is out of this now. It is Straver, the two boys from Imara trying to build on Kyle. Can Kyle come back? He's not had any moment yet. It's the final 25. The two boys met in Kenya Nationals last month, and Larry took on Kyle in the 50 breaststroke at the closing stage. This is where the pressure comes in. It's just going to be a touch, and who gets to what first? He pays back. He pays back. Kyle pays back. Yes, he does. When it's starting 1:05.4, Kyle pays back. The two boys met in Kenya Nationals in the 50 breaststroke. Kyle was very disappointed at the closing stage. Larry just snatched that 50 breaststroke. He came from the third position to dive onto the top, and he just paid back. He didn't have the best of the start. In fact, the first 50, this young man was ranking number 3 behind Trevor and Larry, but he, at the final 75-meter time, he knew he had to do something. That is enough for him. It's enough for him for the meet. We can definitely wait for him in the 200 meters IM, but I can say, to me, it's just a payback. It wasn't so sweet for him in the Kenyan. Like, every time he looks at that video in the 50 breaststroke, he lost it at the last 15. So that's a very job nicely done for Kyle. He will sit on top of the 100 breaststroke. Now we're going to dive into some crazy freestyles. It's the fastest of the relays, 4x50 freestyle women. We're diving to the relays. It's time for Sailfish to get back up on their feet once more. I think I hadn't seen Vivian since the day started. And now she's appearing. Coach Vivian, Sailfish, greetings. Now the relays. The start will be Sailfish to shine. But let's see what hit number 1 has. The senior for the 10 under will be coming out in the last heat. Starting out Otas. Breaks out with nice stretched out poles. Starting out, still Otas. I think it's a very good building speed to come to hand into the second grade. What can Aquatics do? There's quite a lot to do for Aquatic Academy. Holding in the second position, gliders. We know gliders sits pretty well. The medley really, they did amazingly well. But Otas, it looks so prepared for the 10 unders. Again, Sailfish will be coming in later to challenge the field. That is Otas. The rest of the other field out by 2 better lengths. Gliders trying to hold on to. But I'm pretty sure we may have something change at the last 50. Gliders has their best as the last one. And Otas chose to start with their top pick. Can Gliders get back in business? No, Otas will stay on top. All she needed was to close that gap at least by a high ball lane. Tumaine is in the mix as well in lane number 6. The third one, Aussie Praise in treble. Aquatic Academy holds out in lane number 2. There's a lot to do for Aquaaki. They won't touch anything onto this. Will be Otas to stay on top. Now the game comes. The final of gliders. That is where I expect something onto the move. Husna has ready a lot. She is still in the third position. Can we have gliders to build onto? Look at the sharp start. No, they will not. It will be Otas to stay high. In fact, we may have a drama finish. Tumaine may build onto a better position at this last stage. Aussie Praise. But will be Tumaine to slightly close in that gap of gliders. It's Tumaine now for the second field, but Otas on top. Tumaine builds up. The chase is on time. Otas going to be closing down at a sub 2:30. And that will be the starting place, 2:29.6. It's a 29.4 for Otas, and that will be the starting splits. Kanso nkuwulira. Up to the final. The final shall have Black Panther, Dolphins, Altona, Selfish, Jaguar, Imara, Vision, and Gators. So Selfish, well, get back, but they have to chase a 229. Now finalizing how the teams look like. Selfish has the best 10 under this year, and we're yet to see what they deliver in the 4x50. And
disqualification. Event 76, hit 4, lane 3.
So we just have a disqualification from Aquatic Academy. Let's see how the next team looks like going to hit number 2. This is the final one. As lane number 4, they will do their own stuff, so the bats will be on to for the second one. The Selfish will take the charge right away. Alternate tries to start with Maggie. What shall we have in the final stage? Plus 25, Selfish at it. Dolphin starts out nicely. Black Panther looking in the shape. Gators out to lane number 8, ahead of the pack. Gators breaks out with a 44-1. And off to the second grade. Gators have started pretty well. Black Panther starting to increase the gap. Dolphins and Altona are really struggling in these little girls relays. See how they have it. Sharice misses the time. The goggles are off, distorted. But now, in 6, Uganda Aquatics coming back. But Black Panther in full control. If they want to go under 229, they need to be under 115 at the halfway meter mark. They are closing out at 114. Good space to be in. Uganda Aquatics takes full control now. Ronnie has a lot to do. Now what? Black Panther. Final 25 meters. This is the third grade. We are at 130. There is a 29, 229 as a top time. The Black Panther has a 59 to swim. If they're to bring back or keep themselves into the middle position. Final 50 meters into the wall. 149. Out in the final 50. 149. Now the gap has increased. Selfish is out. Black Panthers in the middle to bring down the dominancy of Selfish. And these guys really, can they hold on? I think the Kalakapapla, the whole arena would be on Black Panther now. No, not even Panther. It is 6, Uganda Aquatics. Just gonna be a touch. Melvin return. Gonna be Uganda Aquatics at a 229, and they'll be finishing out. It's a 225, a 26. And Panther on it, just closely on it to the 229. It's actually Vision. So cool, okay. Vision. Oh, Bajiguze. Matofu bakuwadde sente bakuguze tobakkiriza sikuwulira olina sente Yakakawa naye mwanzijidde kati dokita yandiko etwasigaza li Right. Selfish, the dominancy vision for Africa breaks it out.
Disqualification. Event 72. Hit 2. Lane 2.
Oh, I think we have disqualification for Dolphins. Not good, and that costs a lot. Hope they can work a little bit differently with the boys. I'll be swimming in heat 2. Freestyle, one down. Like I said, no team has performed better than Selfish in 10 under this year, but we now have vision, giving us a vision. First 25 in this one. Uganda Aquatics comes back in foul. To Maine, good start. Jaguar, sorry. Otaz. It's a delayed start, but that's okay. Safer than an early takeoff. That's beautiful. Something easy to work. Tumaini of our young clubs upcoming swims out. And then number 7, 51 for 0. The little ones was a selfish affair. Altona was out of the little 10 unders. Dolphins out of the 10 under. I think Dolphins and 10 unders this year. Dolphins and Altona are the two teams that have struggled quite a lot down. And in the water, Tumaini is still holding on to and Altaz. With a 1:41.36. Having lane number 4, Uganda Aquatics to come to hand into the final grade. They'll be closing down at say 50. It's the final position. But 50 was a 44. So good average plate. Going to during the final release for the session. We want to be done with this at 6. Oh, come on, Hearts. It lays a little bit in the time. You want to hit that wall and get to the move. Aquatic Academy has a lot to do. So my unit is done pretty well on this one. And now Aquatics rolls out. It's just a time 2:27 for the two teams. And we are coming in. So we have a 2:27 as starting splits. And the athletes are coming in. The participants for the final 8, the 4x50 freestyle.
Disqualification. Event 78. Hit 1. Lane 7.
So lane 7 and 4 tied.
We are going to the final. We have a 227. We just had Tumaini out of the game now. That leaves us with Uganda Aquatics as the fastest, the 227. Now let's dive into the final hit. This is all a young team. Temuri na wa miaka munana. Batulia, mwenate kulikuwa miaka 10. Selfish agenda career sibako. Selfish. Aqua Aquatics sobola. Ata utona bazivudde mu ile bonna bato munana. Dolphins Isaac 7 no Dolphins mweri. Alright, final hits. The next one, OZ 1, Black Panther 2, Altona 3, 4, Jaguar 5, Aqua Aki 6, Sailfish, Gator 7, Dolphins 8. There's the last one. We have around 16 relays to watch this last part of the evening. Fast 50, a lot short of Breakhearts. And leading the pack. So two teams. Swimming in lead number 5 Aqua Aki and number 3 Altona, and Dolphins Rose in number 8. To come to honey to the second grid, Maxwell Angeline opens up that engine for Dolphins outer lane. David, I think it's a good 50 freestyle. I'm watching David is building. Final 25 meters to the halfway meter mark. Selfish trying to chase on Aqua Aki. Dolphins trying to build into. Zion is still out. The machine is still out. We are at 108. Remember, we're chasing it to 27. Aiden. Coming out to the final 25 minutes. It is Selfish trying to build in, but I think this is where we had Aqua Aki's seat in these relays. Evan still hanging on to the third position. We need a 226 for you to sit in a good shape. Final 25. Zion opens up. We're closing in. What can we have in the final stage? Liam Botha. Jaguar Ashu. We're coming out to close in. No, Javi. We're out to close into the final position. It's Selfish trying to build back. It won't be anything. Dolphins trying to strike back as well. Aqua Aki was in the top 3 are coming out of this. 16, 17, 18. We should have the top 3 teams coming out of this. Liam will be finishing number 5, Jaguar 6 to 46. And Gators are coming to close lane number 7. And out into the wall.
Disqualification, event 78, hit 2, lane 1.
And we have Aussie plays off for this. Nakakawa. The goals got 3 hits, Vision for African 1 and 3, 2 hits, sorry, Vision for Africa, 3 otters for Aquatics 5. First 25 meters, 15, 4, 4. Aquatics comes back to build. Was a good swim for Zion. Aquatics starts on a 32-1. And Otaz starts to take control again. One more time. Otaz will be coming in to Sid. The third grade. There's quite a lot to do for Aquatics. Nima delivered, but there's quite some to do for the rest of the teammates. Nakato Hana will be out to close in the final stage, but the gap is really big. Can Hana do something special here? Vision for Africa here. They're struggling a little bit to the final stage. Right at 141.50 starts on the 52. Sorry. Tomorrow's relays will be mixed, so she'll have mixed. Who has the mixed boys and girls teams mixed together? It's going to be totally different.
Kwaki. And I delivered as expected. 2:15 starting splits. 2:15, so we're starting. We are climbing up. So it's just a 2:15. We have only one more heat in the next one. Sailfish 1, Black Panther 2, Jaguar 3, Dolphins 4. Uganda Aquatics 5, 6 out on 7. Gators Aquatic Academy lane number 9. Climbing up to the last swim for the girls, 2:15. This is the last one. The girls. Who's going to sit on top of the girls for the freestyle really? Breaking out. Dolphins starts male is the field. Uganda Aquatics starts with Gabi. Dolphins breaks out. Liera will take the lead. And Gabi, the backstroke specialist. Liera delivers. Jaguar rolls out with Eddie. Adriana Nabagala. Good delivery for the girls. Sub 42-31. The freestyle, the gap is starting to increase. Remember, the girls are chasing a 2:15. And we have any developments come out. Sailfish sits out to lane. Alternate takes the charge. To go in at 2:15, you've got to be out in the wall under a 1:06. Alternate in control. Third grade. Miami, well, tonight stay on top of the pack. Gators rolls in lane number 7. So Amara takes charge. After the turn, Naomi's in a lot of trouble. Dolphins trying to close in the gap. Naomi hanging in. Will be coming in to hide into the final grade. Will be the 50 freestyle. So Naomi holding on to the pack. Jamila coming to finish. Oh, it's going to be Moshla. What can Moshla do in lane 8? Eyes on lane 8. Audrey's out in lane number 1. What can Audrey do? What can Moshla do? It is the two girls slightly ahead. Can Audrey bring back Dolphins? Can Moshla bring down Altona? It's the final 50 meters. 25 meters to go. Jamila still hanging, and the girls need to be under 2:15 if they want to sit on top of the pack onto the podium. We're having Uganda Aquatics take control of the gold with a 2:08. Jamila with a 2:11 sitting in the second position, and Mushra comes back. We may even have Mushra onto the podium. Audrey just built a good closing stage. We may have Mushra finishing third overall, and he had a 2:15 in the previous one. Kwaki.
Disqualification. Event 79. Hit 2. Lane 8.
Oh no, Mushra is out. My God. Why are you clapping? So that moves Audrey on the podium. Mubadechi. Mai musoke nkwatira kuli muzadde yechangawo yechankula. It's not We're now going to anybody close to Mr. Max, kindly send him to the competition desk, tap him. We are building on to now. The pressure is going to start to increase. We're going to get to the boys and then start the big guys. 13. So we have 2 hits. In this, Kwaaki sits in lane 4. Aquatic Academy sits in 3. Altona sits in 5. Kwaaki breaks out ahead of the pack right away at the start. They're just going to have turn out with quite some to do. $50 meters, we're just halfway a second, so fast 50. And then the water for Victor, but the start wasn't the best. We're all looking, see how we're going to close the day. Amazing. 10555. Kwaaki still at it. Kingo out. 11-12. We shall have Kwaaki closing on top of the whole pack in the final position. So 50.136.16, and the boy just keeps trailing ahead. There is no pressure at all. So, ooh, that's a sharp dive for lane number 3. Can we have in 3 Aquatic Academy trying to close this gap here, but they're out with 5 meters away. Mercy, Caden has big gap to close. We know he's a 40. But the gap was just too much. Not seeing him closing this gap. So shall have Kwaaki 2:10. Have it sub 2:12. Mercy, Caden will be closing out with a 22. And so 2:10 up to chase. So in this we shall have a final heat. And in the final one, after this we dive to the girls. We're climbing up. We're almost done. We should be out of this place in the next couple of minutes. 10:15 we should be done. But as you get to the closing stage of day 2, it's gonna get intense. We are climbing Sailfish 3, Panther 2, Imara 4, Gators 5, Dolphin 6, Jaguar 7. Imara, I think no team is going to touch Imara in this. For the 11-12, every team has somewhere they are really strong. Imara and the 11-12 boys, nobody will try to challenge them. It's a 28-9. The first 50, they're breaking out legs. Jaguar, some work to do in 7. That's the Dolphins in 6. But tomorrow will come back at the halfway meter mark. They'll be ahead of the field with over 10 meters away. Continue out spoiling Batuku run. The brace stroke specialist will come in now. Run Batuku. Everything he does, his name is assigned to brace stroke. It is Imara. But I think his kick for the freestyle has improved a little bit. It's not getting as used to be. And like I said, it's going to still be Imara. This is going to be Sevana to build out. Yeah. No, it's Ruby. It's a build out. Uganda Aquatics comes into closing. I would like to split how Christian, see how Christian is going. It's going to be Imara, no doubt, but the splits are going to be interesting to see how they're going to swim their 53 on Sunday. That first 25 alone sits on a 12-1. The Dolphins trying to hold on to. We have a 2:10 as the top time. We may have the second and third team in here. Matches Imara is out with a stunning 155, and Christian finishes out with a 26-7. That split. It's a 26 for Christian. That's very interesting. The Dolphins 207 on the podium, and in the third position it's just a 211. They may just have slid off a little bit, and that builds Aquaki onto the third to finish in the bronze. Aquaki ngakwata ku mutima badategeeza ki wano kano kategeeza ki nawe tomanyi weesanze bwesanze kiri wano bannange. Alright, we're going to the girls 13-14, one hit. The top three teams onto the podium. 13-14 boys, 2 hits. 15-16, 1 hit. Ezisigade 1-1. Ezisigade zonna ziri muemu katatumala. Abalenzi athletes coming in. Aquatic Academy, swimming lane 1, Uganda Aquatics 2, Jaguar 3, Dolphins 4, Tuna 5, Gator 6, Selfie 7, and in lane number 8 is Yogidam. Coach Aquaki, kindly to the clerk of course, or to the competition desk, Coach Aquaki. Dolphins. This is a chase now. Dolphins sits up. Oh la la! I should have split my Kellogg's 53. My goodness! Oh la la! It's the 53 I've seen. Hey, holy moly! Final 50, that's a halfway meter mark. We're going into the third. This is the third grade. It's a battle between the top three teams will dive onto the podium. But the ranking, we have Dolphins, and they'll be coming into close to the final stage. Jaguar sits on top. Gators sits in the third. Altona sits in the fourth. Coming into close will be Gabi. What can Gabi do? Coming into close the position. Can Gabriela Altona try to close them, bring them in the third? Into the final stage, Dolphins definitely gonna sit on top. But Gabi will bring back Altona onto the third. Jaguar will hold onto the second 159. Gabi is trying to ferry the silver as well. It just be a touch, but she delivers. We are going to dive. Dolphins 159, that was a standing split. The last split we had a 32. Ooh la la. Jaguar 2, Altona 3. Gabi split at 27-9-3. Oh my. Last 50, 27-9-3. I think I'm waiting to see Gabi and Crystal. May start in the 50 freestyle. In the freestyle. That 53 is going to be on fire. I have two sub 27s, Gabi and Makela. Go so quickly. Hey, Charge.
Disqualification. Event 81. Heat 1. Lane 2.
Oh no, that pulls out Uganda Aquatics. Oh no. Alright, so the boys have got 2 hits. Oh, 50, well, what's 53? Aki starts out. And 3, Jaguar fouls, Starling 5. We're starting to climb up. Off into lane number 4. Coming to close into the fast 50. Starling in 5, sharp start, 29.80. Over 29.9 for starting at 29.94, 9.93 and 9.4, Jaguar. That's 43, the first 25 sits on a 14. Craig, Chris. We're going to carry in our Jaguar, breathing on every second stroke to come to Honey to the 3rd grid. Starling continues to chase and to try and ferry Aqua Arki up to chase Jaguar. So may have Aqua
Aki leave. The third grid of Starling will not close the gap at all, but it's Kwaaki. And we are rolling to the final stage of the 50 freestyle, 4x50. Should be finishing out into the wall at a shot 2:03, and 2:03 looking at the program sits around number 7 overall. All the other teams are seated under 159. Yesterday we had Gators sit on top of the boys for the 4x50 medley. Ahead of Altona, the two teams will come to meet. Altona in 3, Gators in 4, Benjamin Salo swimming in 5, Uganda Aquatics Akazu Elijah. I think Uganda Aquatics looks pretty strong as well. Sailfish looks strong. From this you can easily tell the top. And this is where Dolphins struggles. I know Dolphins has Baraka Manuel. Let me see who else is coming into split. Next. So we definitely going to have the top 3 teams in this. Basically, the first 3 to touch the wall get onto the podium. Let me try to look for the national records for the relays. The 4x50 freestyle. The fastest, the NAG for the 4x50 freestyle relay men. 13-14 sits on a 1:55.23. Swam last year by Black Panther. That's the time to chase. Now let's see what these boys are going to deliver. Black Panther holds the NAG for the 4x50 freestyle, 1:55.23. And that whole team will come in. Part of that team will come in the 15-16. But in this, Benjamin Sully breaks out on top. William Sanford, the two are the fastest. Second, Sanford ranks number 3, Sully ranks number 1. Manuel will be there. I'm going to split the two boys, then I'll split Manuel and see what we're expecting the 50 freestyle at the end. Manuel looks very composed, very humble, just focused onto what it's going to look like. I wonder what's going through the mind of Benjamin Sully right now. Sanford William looks very calm, peaceful. The best Robin will come in. Uganda, silence for the start, please. David, 50 freestyle. I'd like to split the two boys. Benjamin Sully ranks number 1 with a sub 25. Sanford William ranks number 3 overall in the country with a sub 26. They will be meeting over the weekend. It's about who masters the time. Gaze who breaks out. Gators, Nido, Sek, deliver. Damn, my goodness. Sek delivers the 50 freestyle. Let me split. 25-9, 24-3 for so quick. 26-7, 25-3, 8, 25 for the two boys, Sek and William. We're back in the water. I am waiting for the greatest, my best freestyler, sits in lane 2. Want to split and see how he gonna look like. We know the top 3 will sit on this. Eyes on lane 2. He is the pending fastest freestyler, lane number 2 for Dolphins. What can he do? Semanda Mano dives in at 59. Can he deliver something special for Dolphins? He is captaining the team. It is his role to perform. He's out with 11.6. For the first 25, that leaves him under the 25 he split 2-3 weeks ago. I just want to see how he's going to look like. He is known in the lead, but he is delivering. He's out the 25-7. Oh my. Waiting to see how he's going to look like in the Nationals. It's the 25 for Manuel. And now Dolphins starts to struggle a bit. This is where problems are rising in. Gator's gonna sit on top again. Aiden Aku takes the charge once more. Finishing time, new national age group, 1:48. That's the fastest that we have. Oh my. Gwe. Ate tetemuleta zidikiza mwena muzitwale eri mujjeko akajanja. Bisane mutuwoganya ne mu freestyle muzigoba kikikyo. Mutuviire. Bulisa ani yamuwadde muzindaalo. Bulisa kandi freestyle tegeeza omwana oge kyayagala. Bw'aba yagadde kugenda nga munne tannatuuka lwaki omuganda. Laba bw'aba yagadde kugenda nga munne tannatuuka kyayagadde. It is free. Tumugobye embagobye nange kyemulaba tewali gubagobye nange embagobye. 25 to Manuel. Gonna be bloody. I have 325s, 126. Hakim, Manuel, and Benjamin is 26, and William. All right, in this one, the top three teams onto the podium. Nakakawa, silence, Uganda. Fingers on the phone, on the camera. Silence for the start. $15, 16. Breaking out, Dolphins breaks out strongly. Altona sits in 3. Altona topped the 4x50 medley, led the pack with over 15 meters. This is Dolphins breaking out ahead. Gotta be Crystal. Want to see how she looks like as we prepare for the 50s freestyle. Paloma and Crystal. Crystal is out in the sub 20. Ooh la la. Crystal 28-6. Paloma 29-12. Quite some work to do for Altona. Can Gators sit on top? Can Dolphins sit on top? It is Abigail Magali. Teresa. Dolphins ahead. Gators ahead. Sonia will have quite a lot to do. It will be Krisa, Altona's engine, to close in for Altona. So this gotta be this Hatma. Should be the one. Has quite a lot to work. All Sonia needs is to hold on to Hatma. But we may have Sonia bring back Altona on top before the last split, and it will be left to Altona's GOAT for the 15-16 to close in. Sonia breaks out. Gators in all trouble. Hatma hanging on to come to hand into Fandi. What can Fandi deliver? I'd like to split Krisa. Let me see. What is Krisa delivering for us? How did I miss it? I missed the split. 1:34. I'll try to close in. She is out into the wall. Fast 25 with an 11-8. I want to see how she looks like. That is a sub 33. And will be closing out into the wall 33. It's a 26-9. Oh la la. Krista out with it 26. That's the fastest we have so far for the girls. We have Michaela 27. We have Gabi 27. Krisa 26. Omusajja bana omusajja afunye omuzindaalo buli omu akwate ku mutwani gwe bagobye. Sima ono mwagala enkyakomewo. Oba tumugobi. Akutte omuzindaalo wulira.
Disqualification. Event number 83. hit 1, lane 6.
Mama Dolphins bagigobye ne ono akomewo ekyo batumugobe tumugobe. Say yes if you want to know tumugobe gwe bagobye ekyatodda omusajja agoba abaana buli saa ngenda kwogera ne meet director amugobe ekyatadda ddi kitunazira bamuliza omusajja agoba banne ate ayogera mu kkakama alina yonna n'esirika. Mwenda muli ba vice president mwetwale. Off to the bin, we have one hit. Top 3 teams sit onto the podium. One hit. Silence for the start, please. We are starting for the men. The chair, the arena gets from silence to the chair. Let's see what we shall have. Selfish shout in lane number 3. First 25 selfish shots, splitting every single 25. 12-9 is this Aiden Emiru. He should be the one coming in to hand in. Oh my goodness. And I know they have Jaden somewhere along the way. Gators off. Gators off. Can't do for Gators. The 200 backstroke. Silver medalist. It comes out for Gators. Can he hold on to? Selfish trying to close the leg. Oh my. Look at Mandarin, the outer lane for Aqua Aki. Altona is doing one, is in lane number 2. Can Altona do something? It's Elisha for Altona. Altona is holding in the 3rd. Aqua Academy, sorry. They're holding in the 2nd. And Kantu is holding Gators. Adriel left to deliver. What can he do? The weakest of Altona dives in now. In the 50 freestyle. He's a decent breaststroker, but delivering. Gators sits on top. Shall we have Altona still on the podium? Uganda Aquatics returning. Dolphins getting back in the game. The battle is on for the bronze and silver. Black Panther in it. Gators is gone. Can we have anything? Isaiah Kuch! Isaiah Kuch! Isaiah! Lane number 4! Oh my! Sean is in trouble. Isaiah to chase on Sean. Sean down. 1 to go. Isaiah Amujayo. Ainamu Kusante Jangu. He's out! It is selfish. No, it is Uganda Aquatics. Final 10 meters. 10 meters to go. Isaiah, the greatest now. Is he replacing Jonathan? He's out in the 28-7. 28-7. Oh my, no, 26-7. Oh my. Isaiah Coach, he explains, he delivers, he shows us what experience means. He is the most experienced now. Torpedoes, Kawesa, Isaiah's coach, all to meet in the 50 freestyle over the weekend. Ooh la la. Muomuzi, should I give him the Muzindalo? Banai Muomuzindalo. Muomuzindalo. We're not going to call it Dana with one. Hanang. Simayani Amules. We are quarter. No. Gastala we did the most in Dana, Manjakati. Bagumue, Alia Bagumue.
Altona.
Babuzi zaba muomuzi na yuno gamba nedda buli wagukwatanga buli omu asirika hanange ate abira mukakamu atandika event number hit number amaliriza gobye 17 and over. Now the girls, last hit for the girls, 1 hit. We have only 3 to go. Silence for the start. Uganda, silence for the start. Is this Glory or Wanda Bibobi? Opendo Glory, is she the one? Yes. Captain Glory breaks out for Dolphins. Tara breaks out for Altona in the outer lane. And Karima breaks out for Aquatic Academy. For Gators, it is Swagia. Tara delivers for the team as expected, coming into handing. Well, Husna bring back Gators on top. Tara delivers. Tara out with a 28-1. Delivers, leads 28-7. Delivers for the team. It is now Jasmine. Husna brings back Gators on top. Aquatic Academy. Aquaaki has disbanded with quite a lot to do. Jasmine is in a lot of trouble. It's now Jaguar. No, Imara building in lane 4. Coming into handing to the 3rd grade. Jasmine puts the rest of the team at stake for the 50 freestyle. It is now going to be left onto Blazing to deliver. We know the top 3 currently. Gators is on top. Aquatic Academy rolls in lane number 8. Imara Aquatics, who is closing for Imara. Blazing tries to close the gap. We will all be left on Yvonne. Who's gonna close? Is this Roma? Roma. Who's that? Roma in the outer lane. Eyes in lane number 8. Will she do something special here? It is gonna be. Final 50 freestyle. The top 3 teams are evident now. It is going to be Gators. Uganda Aquatics trying to close the gap. Roma is doing in lane number 8. Does she do something special here? Does she close into the top? It is Roma to outtouch. Does she get it? Does she get it? Who gets it? Who gets it? Roma gets it. Roma is just on top. Kamujeyo. Andang. Well done, ladies. We have just 2 more hits, but the last hit is not just a hit. It is a chase. Listen to the statement from Dolphins. We are not chasing the gold, we are chasing the national record. The Dolphins, we're chasing the national record, but Aquaaki, Nathan, Mukalas, Fenelare, Ampire Ario, Matthew Mwinekal. Okay, let's have the first hit. Dolphin says they are chasing the national record. They're not chasing. Mumpe laptop yange nkibiri waneno uliko dizilizitia waneno manyimgirane mwayo nona nya. We first look at the meet record we have. If I get into the national record, the meet record is 138. Meet record is 138. 50 freestyle. The question is, who is going to sit on top? Okay, let's say Dolphins is going to win this. That is my prediction. But the point is onto the national record for the 4x50 freestyle relay. The 4x50 freestyle relay short course sits on a 138. Note down, we haven't done that 4x50 so much at an international level. We normally go for the mixed, but in this we have turn on top 54. I think the only record we have is probably for the freestyle is the 4x100 mixed. And one of these guys sits on that. Mukalas, I think that was zone for 2022. Mukalas sits on 8. We're coming in Aquatic Academy. Closes it with Kigundu. And final position, Gideon and Kigundu. Gideon swims in 4. Fatuna Kigun Aquatic Academy swims in lane number 3. But on my right are the beasts coming in.
The race you don't want to miss. Splitting every single 50. Remember, we have a 50 freestyler over the weekend. The question is this evening, who's going to sit as the fastest 50 freestyler? That is the question. 22.93 is the time to chase. We know Kaumitendo is the national record holder for the long course now, but the short course beast, the fastest is in lane number 2 from Aquatics. Mukalas is the fastest with 22.93. That was from last year in Budapest. What is it going to look like? Oh la la. So listen, you're going to have two rounds of the 50 freestyle. 2 rounds. You're going to have the 2 boys meet this evening in lane number 2 and lane number 4, and they will meet again over the weekend on Sunday. Ku Sunday interest ya mitwale 5. Interest ya mitwale 5. Uganda, silence for the start. If you miss this, you will see it again on Sunday, but entrance is 50K. Off we go, 50 freestyle. Who is gonna sit as the champion on Sunday? I want to see how the 2 boys are delivering. Kaumitendo in lane number 4 is currently the fastest Ugandan. He outturns 11-0. It's not a good space if you're looking for a 22.9. Mukala's Tendo building at the closing stage. We may have Tendo use that into the wall. Oh my. No, it is a 22.5 for the start. 22.55. It is a new national record. Up to chase for the weekend. 22.55. It is the national record sitting now. Mukalas is on 22.90. A lot to come over the weekend. That second 50. Dolphins 24.1. 24.1. The young brother is at 24.1. Let me see what it's going to look like for Ugaju Kevin. But we have a 22.55. New national record. It is the first streamer, so we take the split. It's a 22.55. No doubt. Kaumitendo sits on top of the whole pack. Out, they have a 24.1. Now let me see. Ugaju 7, Kevin looks like a 26. It's a 25.9. 25.9. Damn. Holy moly. Look at this freestyle. The rest of the guys are looking like age groupers. The national record up to chase. Oh my. That's another 11-0. Let me see what we're going to come up with at the final stage. These boys, the weakest was a 25.9. Andrew out into the wall. He's at 22. My, 23.4. 23.4. So 136. Faster than anybody else that we have had. It's a new national record for the relay, and we have a new national record for the 50 freestyle. Official 22.55, no doubt. No doubt. But these 2 boys are going to appear again. They're going to meet together. They may meet again this weekend on Sunday. Kaumitendo broke out with a 22.55 official time. We had the second grade with a 26. The weakest on Dolphins team is a 25.9. The fastest is a 22.55. And the final time is a 136 from a 138. Last year, Dolphins won a 138 as a national record for the 4x50 freestyle. And this evening, as I speak here at Kampala International School at Uganda 2026, we have just recorded a 136. You may ask yourself what it's going to look like when you get to the next 4x50 in the Zone 3 coming in October. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not here in the arena, you're missing quite a lot. Sunday is coming with a lot of special things. Uganda, please put your hands together for the officials as they leave the deck. That marks the end of day 2. Oh my. There can't be a disqualification. Now we go hit that. Better Jakuda. We cannot keep disqualifying. The whole arena just goes from cheer to silence. See you all tomorrow. Enjoy your evening.